Hello everyone. So this is the first numerical that we are going to discuss, right? In this question then, you can see for copper and steel together, the net force on this system is 0. So if the net force on the system is 0, the net force on any one of the component will also be 0. So if I draw the copper part here, if I draw the steel part separately, so this will be also at rest and this will be also at rest. Cross-sectional area 2A, length should be this, Young's modulus of copper, cross-sectional area A, length of steel, Young's modulus of steel. Under such circumstances, we have already calculated that if you have a system like this, then you can write your net elongation as this. We have discussed during the course, right? So if I utilize the same concept, please remember, I want same elongation in both of the wires. So can I say, for copper I can write like this. And for steel also, length change in length will be delta L, and I can write like this. Since these two equations 1 and 2 have same LHS, their RHS will also be same. LC by LS then will be, you can see value of Y copper and Y steel are given. Their ratio is half, correct? Their ratio is half. So can I say, so they should be of equal length, right? LC by LS is equal to length 1. So they should have same initial length. Fine. So this is the answer to the first one. Okay. Now let's have a look at this particular question. Okay. In this question, I need to find out strain in P and Q. So first of all, can I say by constraint, if acceleration of 3 is A, then acceleration of 2 will be A and 1 will also be A in magnitude. So I can write the FBD like this. So I can write correct. If I add equation 1, 2 and 3, LHS will be 30, RHS will be 9A. So acceleration will be 10 by 3. If I put this in equation 3, it will be so TQ will be 20. Once I get TQ, I know A, I can get TP from here. or TP can be more easily calculated from the first equation. So TP will be for wire P, stress in P can be written as TP by area of P. So strain in P can be written as Young's modulus time P, or but the reverse, it will be in denominator. It will be stress in P divided by Young's modulus of P. So strain can be written as tension divided by cross-sectional area. See, cross-sectional area is same for both of them, and Young's modulus is also same for both of them. So area, and area is given in centimeter square into Young's modulus. So this will be 10 to the power minus 4. For wire Q, stress will be TQ by cross-sectional area of Q. So strain will be stress of Q divided by Young's modulus of Q. So if I put the values, converted to proper units, this will be, so strain in P 10 to the power minus 4, strain in Q is 2 into 10 to the power minus 4. If I look at the options, it matches with option B, right? So this is the approach then. Okay. The next question that we are going to discuss is this question, which is a continuation of the previous question, right? So we will utilize certain answers of the previous question. We are looking to calculate energy per unit volume or energy density in wire P. Can I say energy density in terms of strain can be written like this? We have already calculated strain for wire P is, so can I say strain square into Young's modulus divided by 2, and hence energy stored per unit volume then is 10 to the power 3 joules per meter cube. That gives me the answer as option B, right? Okay, let us see this particular question then. It says that when the temperature changes by T degrees Celsius, the rod of length 2 meters shrinks by 0.1 centimeter. So can I say if you clamp this rod, and now if the temperature is changed by T degrees Celsius, natural length should have become, I have converted entire thing in meter. Now this second term is very less, so I can assume that L natural. Okay, so this is the, so this is L natural, while L actual remains 2 मीटर, क्योंकि क्लैम्प की वजह से चेंज नहीं हुआ, राइट? डेल्टा L then is so strain will be I can ignore 0.001 with respect to 2 in denominator, so I can write this as this only. If this is the strain, stress will be Young's modulus time of this. So this then becomes This stress can be written as internal force into area, that is 10 to the power 8. This internal force then can be written as area. Area is given as 4 centimeter square. This is the tension developed then, and hence this is the required answer. You can see the approach then. Now in this question then, say I start from a situation wherein I start from an angle theta, and maximum to maximum this can go down till here. So can I say this length is 4 cos theta? This length, it is 4 meter plus 2 millimeters, but I can roughly write that as 4 meters only. So can I say decrease in potential energy is equal to increase in kinetic energy? Let us term them as L then for now. So mv square by L is 2 mg1 minus cos theta. At the lowest point, if you look at the FBD of this body, there will be a tension in the upward direction and a mg in the downward direction. Since it is doing circular motion about this fixed point, almost a circular motion, because the change in length of the string is very negligible, so I can assume it's still a circular motion. So I can write T minus mg is the required centripetal force. And instead of mv square by L, okay, now this is the tension level. Okay, मैं इससे पहले जब वो वायर रेस्ट पे था, ऑलमोस्ट ये चीज ग्राउंड से डिस्टेंस कितना था, ये वायर का लेंथ अभी 4 मीटर था. उस समय भी उसमें एक इंटरनल फोर्स डेवलप हुआ होगा mg का, राइट? तो हम एक इक्वेशन कुछ इस तरह का लिख सकते हैं फॉर बेटर क्लैरिफिकेशन. जब ये टेंशन आया तो हमारा एक्सटेंशन मान लो x से बढ़ गया, और ठीक है. So if you solve पहले इक्वेशन से इसको mg से रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं और टेंशन का भी वैल्यू पुट कर सकते हैं. Okay, if we do that, you will find out, you will get then this extension should be less than equal to 2 millimeters. यही कंडीशन है ना. तो जब आप वैल्यू पुट करके आएंगे तो cos थीटा पे कंडीशन आएगा दैट cos थीटा शुड बी ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 0.8. so theta should be less than equal to roughly 36.4 degrees Celsius. This is the required answer. Now in this thing you just need to remember one thing, that the original length I will consider it to be nearly 4 meter only, because we are talking about very small changes. तो अगर चेंजेस के साथ वो 4 मीटर है तो चेंजेस के बिना भी वो नियरली 4 मीटर ही होगा. तो यहाँ पे जो L का वैल्यू यूज करेंगे, the value of L that we will use will be 4 meters only. Okay, So as the question has asked, theta max will be 36.4 degrees, right? So you can have a look at the complete solution then. Fine. For now, this is the numerical set. We will come up with more numericals in subsequent videos. Thank you everyone.